I think it was about 2 weeks ago or last week that Donald Trump was touring about different countries. I think he visited Qatar, he visited the UAE, United Arab Emirates. From there, I think he visited Britain, that is England, as well. But it does not occur to him that he should also extend visit, whichever intention it is, to any African country, especially South Africa, because presently the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, is in United States of America. So an African president had to leave Africa to go and visit a US president. So instead of a US president coming to visit, they will tell you to come. But when it comes to other countries' presidents, he will not make a move. And this is a denigration to Africa. I think it's like a lot of people are not saying what I am saying. I'm not saying that there is anything wrong in African presidents visiting Trump or whatsoever. But this inferiority complex that have been engineered into the mindset and cerebral focus of Africans is highly denigrating and egregious. Not quite long, the both when Pope Francis died, the burial and the inauguration of the new pope, African leaders were touring in, you know, peregrinating towards Rome, Italy. They were all rushing down Italy upon visit upon visit, visit upon visit. Why? Because I was like, you will now imagine it. Why are these people touring over Europe as if they are not jobless in their own countries? Are we jobless? Are African leaders jobless? Of course, the visit is recommendable, but why is it that when it comes to national consciousness, Africans are not bothered about their own country, they are not bothered about their own continent, but when it comes to something that has to do with Western world, you see them trying to exhibit this sense of importance to the Western world. As like they want to show the Western world that they actually care. As like it's because what I see there is the sense of low self-esteem because it's only when you have sense of low self-esteem that you want to make yourself to be much valued. You want to let whoever that it pleases you to know that you at least that they should value you because in this case now Africa do not value herself. African leaders do not value themselves, man. They are making themselves so cheap. They're making themselves so cheap. When Ukraine has been the war that has been happening in Ukraine, all this one, a lot of African leaders were carrying it on their head. A lot of African religious leaders were carrying it on their head every day. Pray for Ukraine, pray for Ukraine. This and that. But when we are having internal crisis here in Nigeria, these same people are not concerned. They are not voicing out. They develop blind ear, blind eyes, blind ear, deaf ear. They don't talk about it. But when it comes to something that has to do with US or England, Europe, Asia, you see them. They want to show importance. They want to show relevance. So why would Cyril Ramaphosa leave South Africa to go to United States of America when it wasn't quite long that Donald Trump visited so many countries that are even closer to South Africa? Why not just use that opportunity to extend visit to Ramaphosa in South Africa? But rather, he, or rather, they want Ramaphosa to leave office. They expect African leaders to leave and come, and they don't want to come. Ever since President Tinubu has been rushing down to France, UK, France, how many of France representatives have come to Nigeria? How many has French president even been to Nigeria? Has UK Prime Minister been to Nigeria? Has American president been to Nigeria? Has Italian president been to Nigeria? None, because they don't rate us. They don't rate Africans. They don't rate Africans. They don't rate us because they know that we are pushable.